Hello viewers, welcome to this series on psychology for social work. In this video is designed to give you a conceptual understanding of psychology as a discipline and its need and importance in social work profession. So understanding of some of the concepts of psychology is very important for social workers to perform their duties with their client. So let us now understand what is psychology as a discipline. Now when we talk about psychology, it is important to understand that it is a branch of social science discipline. There are several branches of social sciences like sociology, economics, anthropology, political science, etc. Now each of these subjects study different aspects of human life. Psychology is a study of human as well as animal behavior. So not only humans but animal behavior is also studied in psychology. These experiments are conducted on animals to understand and predict behavior. The study of behavior is done to know about the mental processes of individuals. Hence the name psychology, which means study of the mind. So why behavior is studied? Because a researcher cannot see or hear mind. The mind can only be sensed through behavior of a person. That is why behavior is studied. Now, the study of psychology, it is scientific in nature. Why it is scientific in nature? Because it uses certain systematic and measurable approach for the study. Now, a systematic study includes organization of observed facts adding to the theory base. And it is made measurable by observing the number of times a particular response or behavior is exhibited by an individual. Now, application of this scientific study is made to solve human problems. For example, once the cause of a specific undesirable behavior is established, the cause can be modified to induce a desirable behavior. To better understand this, if a child starts to stammer, then this behavior can be modified by finding the cause behind it. Psychological treatment is provided to solve this undesirable behavior. Similarly, others of behavior can be modified if it is related to the mental processes of individuals. Now, after getting a glimpse of psychology as a discipline of social sciences, we will now try to understand why study psychology for social work profession. Now, it is very important to understand that psychology, the study of psychology and the concepts of psychology is studied especially when we are working with individuals. So, when we are studying psychology, it is important to keep in mind that no two individuals are same. So, when we are studying psychological concepts for social work profession, it helps us to understand individual differences by getting insights to personality traits of human beings. Therefore, the causes of difference is addressed by social workers to solve behavioral problems. It can also be used to understand which person is fit for a particular job and who is not fit for a job, or in other words, who is fit for which job. Now, study of behavior also helps us to understand why some accomplish certain things whereas others fail at it. Life accomplishments and failures are a result of continuous traits, and the process involved in reaching the situation is also studied. Social workers can also work with clients who face depression or failures to imbibe these traits and change their attitude so that they can accomplish more in their life, and therefore the depression is reduced. Psychology also helps us to understand the difference between normal and abnormal behavior and the causes behind them. So you might have heard about normal and abnormal behavior. So psychology helps us to understand why some of the behavior are considered as normal and why some people exhibit abnormal behavior. Now, social workers can work with such clients to better adjust to their environment. So, if some people come to a social worker with a person with abnormal behavior, if the social worker has the understanding of the causes of abnormal behavior, the social workers can very easily address this problem and the behavior can be changed. Just to understand the human potential to facilitate and achieve a better quality of life. Since behavior can be modified, social workers, through their knowledge of human behavior, can change the behavior of their client for better adjustment to their life. Now, the discipline psychology is very vast in itself, and it is studied through different branches. So, there are different branches of psychology which we should understand so that our work is made easier. The very important, or you can say the most popular branch of psychology is the clinical psychology. Now, clinical psychology deals with diagnosis and treatment of mental illnesses and other behavioral problems. Treatment is done by giving psychotherapies and counseling to the patients. This branch of psychology focuses primarily on psychopathology and its solution. The next branch of psychology that is also very popular, that is social psychology. Now, social psychology studies how and why people behave in a certain way in a social environment. It focuses on how an individual thoughts, perceptions, beliefs, etc. are shaped as a result of its interaction with the social environment. Now, social psychology is more focused on the study of the behavior and indirectly contributes in the treatment of maladjusted behavior. So, it directly is not involved in the treatment process as compared to clinical psychology. Another very important branch of psychology is the industrial psychology. Now, industrial psychology try to study and understand human behavior in an organizational setup. It studies how and why some employees perform and some do not. What are the situations which boost an employee's performance and vice versa. Now, knowledge generated is thus applied to introduce environment which would help the performance of the employees. So, it is very important for the organizational or industrial purposes. So, many research findings, research is conducted on the employees and the workers, and the findings are applied for the betterment of the workers. Now, another very important aspect of psychology is the school psychology. School psychology tries to solve the behavioral issues of children and adolescents in a school situation. It makes use of the knowledge of different branches of psychology such as developmental psychology, social psychology, educational and clinical psychology. So, with the help of these knowledge of these branches of psychology, the children and adolescent in a school setup, their problems are addressed. Another very important psychology branch of psychology is the educational psychology. Now, educational psychology deals with the study of how people learn. What are the factors which contribute in learning and which one hinders learning? It studies the differences in learning progression of two individuals, learning disability, as well as the instructional process in education. So, therefore, new research are done, and the findings of the research are implemented further, so that the education process is made more smooth, so that the learning is made easier for the learners. Another very important branch is the developmental psychology, which focuses on the study of the change taking place in an individual lifespan from infancy to old age. These include physical as well as mental, and their interrelationship with each other is studied. So, we will study about this developmental psychology and the growth and development of individuals in detail in subsequent videos. Another very important but not much studied area is the that is also a branch of psychology, that is called as parapsychology. Now, parapsychology examines or investigates the paranormal phenomena and mental abilities which are beyond logical explanation. For example, phenomena like telepathy, near death experiences, premonitions, like people having premonitions, etc. So, this is also a branch of study which is also only done for the study purpose. It has nothing, it has not been able to find any solution because a repetitive number of behavioral observations are not found out. So much research is not being able to done because the study related to this aspect is not scientific, means it cannot be made systematic. Therefore, uh, though this is not a scientific process, but still these kind of paranormal activities occur, and psychologists try to study it, but they have not been able to come to any conclusion or any solutions for it. So this is all about psychology for social work profession. So in later videos we will try to understand some of the concepts of psychology which would be helpful for the social workers to perform their duties. So I hope you would have liked the content of this video. Thank you for watching.